It's an amazing accomplishment, and I feel so honored to be part of such an amazing UW Hall of Fame class. When I look on the wall behind me and see some of the names that are included in this class, it's a very humbling experience. And names like Trent Jackson and Ron Jorgensen, people that I look up to and have looked up to even before my career at Wisconsin started.
I know, you're down the road going to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but now that you're already here for the Badger Athletic Hall of Fame, just to be at this point, in your post-career, is that a surreal moment for you?
It is, yeah. I think I always had dreams of being inducted into the UW Hall of Fame, and getting inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame this year, but it's one of those things you never know when it's going to happen. You never know how long you're going to have to wait, so it feels special to me to be able to be inducted very quickly after my pro career is finished, and to be able to have all my kids and my family to be a part of it, and that's really neat.
Coach Alvarez was saying earlier that this may have happened a year earlier, a year or two earlier. Can you share what the story is of why this is happening this year and not last year?
Right. So I retired from the NFL 2 years ago, and the year after I retired, Coach said, "Hey, you're in the UW Hall of Fame this year. Congratulations." And then he told me the date of the induction, and my fourth child was actually due the day after. And so I said, "Well, Coach, that'd be great, but I'd like to be there, and I'm not going to miss the birth of my child potentially. So maybe you could push it off a year." I know that might be sort of a faux pas to not accept induction right away, but it turns out that was a good idea because my daughter was born actually within a couple hours of the ceremony actually starting last year. So it was really good that we got to push it off, and now my daughter's one, and she gets to be here tonight with me.
Are there any other inductees that you're just excited to be talking to tonight?
Well, I mentioned Gwen being that we're about the same age. I followed her career growing up, and I followed her Olympic career, and it's really inspiring to be around a quality athlete of that caliber, and she's still competing. So for me, I'm washed up and old now, so I got to rub elbows with some people that are still in it and they're still living it.
What kind of memories come back walking around this place?
A lot of great memories. I had 4 fantastic years. So many great memories all the way from my freshman year, beating Ohio State in the rain, all the way to my senior year, going 12-1, undefeated in this stadium my senior year. It was a lot of special memories, and then just walking through campus, all the great memories I had as a student. This is a fun place to be.
What have you been up to these days? Focusing on the family?
Yeah, so I get to spend a lot of time with my family, which is really cool. And I have a podcast and some different ventures. I'm bringing a barbecue restaurant to town called Mission Barbecue that I'm really excited about. And then I guess my day job, I work for the NFL Network, and I do Thursday Night Football for those guys. So a lot of fun stuff going on right now, and it's just as exciting for me as when I was playing in the NFL.
I'm not an athlete, so I don't know this feeling.
Sorry to hear that.
Not very coordinated. What has it been like transitioning off the field? Do you miss it as much, or do you feel like you still get that fulfillment doing what you do?
Yeah, I still get a lot of fulfillment doing some of the other things that I'm doing, but I don't think you'll ever be able to replicate the feeling of the locker room environment that you have when you're sharing a locker room with 52 other men playing a sport, getting a king's ransom, playing a kid's sport. So I think that never gets replicated, and then the emotions and the adrenaline that you get walking into a stadium of 80,000 people screaming, and they're either screaming for you or they're booing and screaming against you. So those are some things that I don't think you can replicate, that really super high, but it gets close, and I feel a lot better on Monday morning when I'm getting out of bed now than I did when I was playing.
By chance, are you speaking to the team tomorrow for the game?
I don't have plans to right now, but I got a chance to talk with Coach Christ this afternoon. He was the guy that recruited me actually to Wisconsin way back in 2002 and 2003. So I was happy about that. And I think he's going to handle the pregame speeches tomorrow.
What kind of recruiter was he back then?
He was great. I think one thing people say about him is that he's not the recruiter that some of these really high, in-your-face, energetic guys are, but he really connected with me because he was very honest, and I felt like an instant connection and a trust with him right away. And he didn't feel like a used car salesman. He just felt like a friend and somebody that I could really get along with. And so being sort of on the same page, I think that's why he gets a lot of really top recruits, is because he doesn't come in with the same used car pitch that a lot of coaches come in with. And I really like that about him.